using improper language or gestures, hearing report or interrupting play. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to ejection and possible arrest. Please report any violations to these rules to the nearest ushers, security, or arena staff member. We want your time at the arena to be enjoyable and incident-free.
At guard, 6'6", number 2, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge is with us on the sidelines. And the injury report for both teams, players who will not be available tonight.
And here early in the season, these two teams trying to overcome the injuries and hopefully get healthier down the stretch.
And the starting group for the Spurs. Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembenyama playing the 5. Outside, the wings are Vassell and Barnes. And it's Paul in at the point guard. And for Oklahoma City, Dort and Williams up in the forward positions. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Cason Wallace. And it's Holmgren in at the 5 spot. Well, here we are, Greg, at the very start of the season, and many teams are still figuring things out.
And Kevin, you can't take any of these lineups as final just yet. Coaches might keep trying some new things, tinkering a little bit, and these teams are very...
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about.
Give yourself a round of applause.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, Lou Dort makes his bones at the defensive end. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander says, I always try to test myself against him in practice because he's the best of the best. And Coach Mark Daigneault said, I look at him more like he's an artist. We can shift him anywhere. There's no one he can't guard. Kevin?
David, he is a beast. Wow, thank you for the report. Paul is with the ball. He's picked up by Paul. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. A miss that time would have put him up. And the foul called on Cason Wallace. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Caruso's checked in. Paul finds Sohan. To the middle. Here's Vassell. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Strong finish by Vassell, showing off that bounce right there.
Thunder trailing by 3. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Thanks, guys. Well, the Spurs with some experienced additions, bringing in Chris Paul and Harrison Barnes. Their mentorship is likely just as valuable to this young roster as their contributions on the court. And with legendary head coach Greg Popovich, they're creating an environment for growth in San Antonio. They're really building things the right way, guys.
All right, Shams, we appreciate the report.
I love how creative Paul is at penetrating inside. Talented at reading angles and exploiting the holes in the D.
Outside Williams. Pass to Holmgren. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. You look at the Pelicans, they're moving on up. 4th spot in the rankings this time around.
Well, I think for the Spurs, they just kind of burst out of the gate here with some fire, feeling disrespected by pundits who overlooked them as a top team.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's checked in for Chet Holmgren. Zhang comes in for Dort. And it's Isaiah Joe in for Wallace. Zhang against Wembanyama. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Slim driving the lane. Misses the baby hook. Oklahoma City trailing. Caruso looking for an opening. Outside Williams. Lets it go with a 3. The rebound by the Spurs.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Slim. Wembanyama finds Jones. Jacks up a 3. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Here's Joe, defended by Jones. It's Williams, high post. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing.
Ooh, Caruso's got that good eye. He can spot any opening.
There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter. Jones the pass to Branham. Collins with it. This one for 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Now Williams. 6 points for him. Tries from 10. Misses off the left iron.
Well, some trips you get the shot you want, it just doesn't fall. I'd go back to him in that area on the floor.
Pass to Collins. And they pick up 2. And it's a 5-point San Antonio lead. Williams with the ball. Fade away. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Williams has got 9.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
And that concludes a back-and-forth high-scoring first quarter of play. Spurs lead by 2. And for 2K Sports, we'll be back here at Paycom Center right after this. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
You've got Alex Caruso. Isaiah Hartenstein is out there with Jones. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Joe in at the 2 spot. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
On the free throw, no good. Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
And that one's good, Barnes.
He's a dangerous shooter from deep. Barnes can hit some big shots out there.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, he'll take it.
Jones, that's for 2. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Thunder trailing by 5. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the shot goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 now.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Here's Barnes. Misses, and he wants that one back. The Thunder shooting about 42% so far. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Joe with it. Now guarded by Slim. Shot clock at 6. The 3. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Last season, the Thunder finished as the 1 seed for the first time since 2013.
Yeah, and that was when they were led by the young duo of Durant and Westbrook. But they've got a new group of young stars now who are looking to bring that first championship to OKC.
Back to Joe. Pass to Caruso. Oklahoma City gets a new shot clock. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. 3-point lead. It's off to Utah after this game where they'll face the Jazz. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Sinks the 3-pointer. Jones has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Outside Williams. To the inside. It's blocked, and it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Chad Holmgren comes in for Kenrich Williams. And it's Cason Wallace in for Isaiah Joe. And San Antonio with the change here too. Mamu Kelishvili is checked in. Pass to Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a 2-pointer. The shot drops. His shooting percentage improves. He's 3 for 7 now with that basket. Spurs leading by 4. There's the drive.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Pass to Holmgren. Launches a 3. Drills it from outside. Holmgren's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
Here's Slim. Makes it off the glass. And the Spurs lead by 5.
After failing to get going in the first quarter, he's looked much better here in the second.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Ball is with a screen on Jones. Back to Wallace. Stolen by Collins. And now here comes Jones leading the break.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Here's Wallace. Tries again, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Now here's Jones. Last game he had 13. Pass to Branham. To the right side. Here's Slim. It's blocked. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hartenstein. Jalen Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. Dort comes in for Alex Caruso. 4 on the shot clock. San Antonio again missing.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
In his young career, Richard, we've seen Devin Vassell really blossom as a two-way talent.
He's a talented player, but I think there's still another level that he can reach, and he needs to continue to grow as a playmaker to get there. One of the best passers of all time. Paul relishes setting the pace and finding his open teammates.
The Spurs have gone 0 for 1 at the line. This is their second trip to the line. line tonight.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Isaiah Joe, he's checked in for the Thunder. Barnes, he's checked in for San Antonio. Richard, one thing is for sure with these Spurs, a lot of top free agents have got to be looking at him now as a destination.
It doesn't take a lot of skill to see that Wemby is a different type of player. And look, if you are a free agent, that's the player that you want to look at to say, hey, can I team up with him and go on a string of championships?
Holmgren can't hit.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to the dominance that saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. You got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And, of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us? Perfect.
Ever the crafty vet, Barnes spots a wide open guy and sends that ball on time and on target.
It's Joe on the wing. Williams finds Joe. .122 left in the first half of basketball. Williams attacking. That one's off, still out of sync.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Paul against Wallace. Wembanyama sets a screen for Paul. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Dort passes to Joe. The Thunder with another miss. Spurs leading by 14. On the wing, Barnes. Spurs passing it around. Wembanyama, a screen on Wallace. Chris Paul, and that's good. Paul's got 9.
And this is tough to stop if you're the defense. They have just gotten locked in from three-point range this quarter.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Shoots the 3. Joe can't get it to go.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
Down low, here's Dort, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Harrison Barnes picks one up. The Thunder have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
The first one falls. Both teams deciding to change it up. So it's the San Antonio Spurs feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. Back right after this.
Hello, everybody. We're here to break it all down, and through the first half of play, it's a very commanding lead for the San Antonio Spurs.
A key part of this one, their bench production. Those guys can heat it up in a hurry. Give the starters a little rest. Can't ask for more than that.
Wash, rinse, repeat. You guys wouldn't understand that because it involves shampooing. And with a moment here, time to give our compliments to the players of the week. In the West, Nikola Jokic.
With Joker, because of his size and skill level, even great defenders have it hard. He can post you up, he can hit the three, he does it all.
And you think about how good a shape he's in now, I wouldn't mind trying the Jokic plan myself. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Yeah, it's been quite a game for Slim.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Checked in for Barnes.
Slow the gas, MP. Get in there.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Dort kicks to Williams. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Spurs. On the court right now for the Spurs, Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Slim is out there with Chris Paul. And it's Vassell in at the 3, the small forward. Dort against Vassell. Outside Williams. Six on the shot clock. Out to Wallace. With the floater. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now.
Spurs ball.
Spurs leading by 19.
Get on Chris. No. Hey.
Paul passes to Slim. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Third personal foul.
And Greg, despite not winning Rookie of the Year, Holmgren had a historic start to his career.
And he would have won the award most seasons, but he obviously had some stiff competition. Regardless, he proved to be a versatile big man with star potential.
First free throw is good. So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15-56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
Second free throw, no good. RG, what have you noticed about the young players that enter the NBA today?
Unfortunately, the NBA is now tasked with teaching players how to play basketball. The NBA wasn't a teaching league 20 years ago. Now it is. A lot of players are spending their first, second, and even third year learning how to play basketball. That was not always the case. They used to go to college and play for Hall of Fame coaches for 4 years.
Paul passes to Slim. Now, Sohan, 6 points for him. Lock at 6. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Here's Slim. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Slim's got 14.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Yeah, you'd love to see a little bit more fire on defense. Shoot, any fire on defense. They can't just be giving the game away.
San Antonio leading by 20. Paul outside. Here's Slim, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Chris Paul is always thinking pass first. He's so good at finding his teammates, especially when they're open.
Paul against Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Williams. Here we are sizing up GA. Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Williams.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Dort. And San Antonio with the change here too. Collins checked in for Sohan. So he gets them both. Paul with the ball. He's got 11. Inside, here's Slim, the rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
And watch out for SGA going to the basket. He will put it on your head if you're not watching.
Count that one. 20 points for Slim.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Here's Wallace. The rebound by the Spurs. Wembanyama has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to Williams. To the paint. Here's Caruso. San Antonio with the rebound. Slim's got his 4th rebound in this one. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, you know this. Getting that second contract is a major goal for young players in the NBA, like Devin Vassell.
And Devin did, signing a huge 5-year extension in 23. He ended up having his finest year after inking that deal. Vassell has a very bright future.
And that one falls for Vassell.
It's his work ethic that Devin Vassell has earned the trust of his teammates, and it shows on the court. He's become a more aggressive and confident player.
Jones checked in for Chris Paul. Vassell hits them both.
Look, if there's one thing that we've learned about Vassell since he came into the league, is that he is a tough competitor. He will battle each and every night.
Down low, here's Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now, he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
Jones, the pass to Slim.
Yeah, good job. Just staying alert there, snatching up that long rebound.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Jones covering. Nobody near Williams. A three-pointer is right on target. Williams has got 17.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
Here's Slim, and it's good. He's made 2 for every 1 he's missed. 10 of 15 in the contest.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Caruso kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires from deep. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Jones looking for an opening. Pass to Collins. To the middle. Here's Slim. The Thunder pull it in. They get to take on the Blazers at Portland after this one. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Holmgren the pass to Williams. Holmgren with a screen on Wembanyama. And Holmgren the bucket on the assist by Williams. Williams has got 3 assists in the game. And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. A different look for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's checked in for Holmgren. Jones comes in for Wallace. And it's Isaiah Joe in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Jones. Pass to Mamu Kalashvili. Here is Slim. Yep, that one goes in there. Slim's got 13 points in just this quarter.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
Caruso finds Joe. It's a nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Misses the 3.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here is Slim, defended by Caruso. Inside, and stolen by Caruso. Here's Williams. Drops in the layup for 2. Williams has got 19 points. Here is Slim. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. It's San Antonio up by 16. And for 2K Sports, we'll be back here at Paycom Center right after this. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
He does do a great job steering the ship for them out there and keeping the offense clicking.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Isaiah Joe. Then there's Isaiah Hartenstein. And it's Alex Caruso. And it's Jones in at the 4 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GM.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Got to at least show a little heart out here.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Pass to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg, with that emphatic slam.
That's what lackluster defense will get you. You deserve to get dunked on with that type of effort.
Thunder trailing by 19. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Joe can't get it to go.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
And so Caruso will bring up the ball for the Thunder. And it's denied. And that'll be Oklahoma City as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Mason Wallace, he's checked in for the Thunder.
Number 22, Cason Wallace.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Ring shot on the way. That misses off the backboard.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Branham, the pass to Collins. Here is Slim. A rebound by Gilgeous-Alexander. Thunder trailing by 19. A shake. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And he's doing everything he can offensively to lift them out of this hole. But I'm not sure his hot shooting can do it alone.
Charles Massey, he's checked in for San Antonio. Ball comes in for Jones.
Nearly automatic. Gilgeous-Alexander, no slouch from the line.
Slim, no good.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Chalk up two there.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Paul outside. Pass to Slim. Here's Bassett. He's defended by Hartenstein. That one goes in. And the Spurs lead by 16.
Number 7.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Joe. Got a hand on it, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Out left to the wing. Slim passes to Paul. Wembanyama sets a screen for Vassell. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
Much more comfortable from deep. Vassell finding that stroke.
Thunder trailing by 19. Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him. See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
Tries from 16. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Wallace outside. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
You cannot play worse offensively, although he's trying, and he hasn't made one shot yet. I feel for him.
And a look now at San Antonio's upcoming schedule. On Thursday, they'll go up against the Jazz in Utah. Then on Saturday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
And that one misses. For the Thunder, Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Jalen Williams comes in for Alex Caruso. And it's Dort in for Isaiah Joe. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Barnes is checked in.
They're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. San Antonio making a switch here. Vassell's checked in.
Theatrics, and there were fines before, but a flop now might impact the game itself. So I'd say it's been a bit of a deterrent.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for San Antonio.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance. It was a big-time outing for Slim.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome.
No good on the free throw.
And Holmgren possesses sky-high potential. His length and versatility making him such an intriguing prospect.
He hits the second from the line.
Ooh, you hope that leaving points at the line won't come back to haunt them.
Outside, Jones. Pass to Collins.
Hey, come around.
Here's Slim. 6 to shoot. Three-pointer. Rebound by Wallace. Gilgeous-Alexander against Jones. And here is Holmgren. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. We appreciate you tuning in tonight. So long and good night, everyone.
Another game, another win. Back to work tomorrow. Wins pay the bills, baby.
So how you feeling about your recent play?
Not gonna lie, Coach, I feel pretty good.
So do we, which is why we think you're ready to run with the starters.
Coach, you playing with me?
Oh my gosh, that's great. I've been looking forward to this opportunity. Now remember when I told you this is a big boy league, MP? When the coaches make a move like this, it puts us in the crosshairs. It puts Cliff in the crosshairs, too, because the buck stops with the general manager.
Well, like you said, it's a grown man's league, and if you can't handle that pressure, then you ain't gonna make it that far.
Glad we are understood.
Loud and clear, Coach.
It's time to prove you belong, MP. Good luck.
What's up, everybody? I see MP's made his way into the starting lineup. That's good for him, his team, the fans, everybody. What's up, everybody?
I've talked to people with knowledge of the situation, and they say that MP will be in.
Yo, Craig.
The man them doing considerate 5-star hotel. Mixing up with it. She got fit cause she wanna get Finnegan. Drinking apple cider vinegar, wearing skin cause she wanna be Kim in it. Alright, I know they all but stop that.